We will now go into the System Setup tab and we will talk about the items in the Service section. The first item is labor codes, and as I search, I'm going to use my winterize as an example. By the way, we do work with Spader flat rate codes. At the top of this form, you'll name the labor code and fill any additional detail regarding a vendor, suppliers, or a description you'd like to add. And then if you want to use flat rates, you'll want to make sure you mark this box. There is a section for you to add an external, internal warranty prices and assign a labor time frame for each of those. And then at the far right, the amount that you have selected to charge for your shop and environmental fees for this particular labor code. If this labor will be taxable, be sure to mark the box taxable and then indicate below if you're taxing state, county, local, or other. You can add a description for the problem when using this particular labor code, and then down below you'll assign parts to your labor codes. This is where we talked before, you can add a part kit if you want to do so at the bottom. So these parts will be included when I use this labor code. Okay, where do I use the labor code? We'll give a quick example on a repair order, and under the service items, when I add a labor code, for instance, if I'm using the winterize example that we just discussed, on the parts tab, you'll now see those parts that have been automatically assigned for that labor code. This will save you a lot of time when creating repair orders using labor codes and part kits. The next item on the service section is the repair order types. These are the different repair order types that you can add by clicking New, and then indicate if you want this to be your default RO type, assign it a name, description, and then down below, be sure to mark the items that are affiliated with this particular repair order type. For example, the type E will be for external, I would be for internal, and W would be for warranty. You can also assign a price category. We spoke about that in our previous section on parts. The price categories can also be assigned to your repair order types. Always make sure that the active button is marked if it is currently in use. And then down below, you can choose which type of receipt will print with that repair order type. There is a box to the far lower right if you want to mark this as a default for your write-up tab on your deals. Always click OK, and then when you're adding new, be sure to save. And where would you see your repair order types? In the upper right hand corner of a repair order. And please notice my default is set for retail. The next item on the System Setup tab is your appointment types. So if you are setting up appointments from a repair order, in the first section of the General Information and Cash Out tab, you can set an appointment. So my appointment types are scheduled appointment or walk-in. Those were created under the System Setup tab under Appointment Types. Again, when you set up a new appointment type, always be sure to click Save. Lastly, in this section, we have our repair order status. Again, you can click New to add a repair order status. The ones that I'm currently using are available to me when I'm setting up a repair order, and we're looking at the repair order statuses. The ones in this list will correspond with the ones that are under System Setup Repair Order Status. We have now completed the items in the Service section of the System Setup tab.